Hello, it's Angela Kirby, and it's time for me to do the Mandala Oracle for the next few days. What is it that's going to help us get through the next few days? It's been a very intense time. The proverbial has been hitting the wall at a rapid rate of knots. And the thing is all we can do is be here right now, and we either choose love or we choose fear. So I know which one I'd prefer to go with because the other one just incites a whole lot of bodily discomforts that's in the long term not going to do anybody any favours. Okay, so without further ado, let's look. This is where I'm going to be doing, this 54. Well, you don't know unless if you only haven't watched this before. If you haven't watched this before, slow down, Ange. There's 54 mandalas in here, and each one is an oracle. So, and they're in the latter part of the book. So what I do, as there is no deck as yet, that's coming, but I could be saying that for a whole lot longer. Who knows? Does it really matter? No. And in fact, with this book, you actually get my story. You can bypass it if you want to, but it's rather interesting. It's not it's not the big rated one. It's just a snippet of my life. Then there are 12 therapeutic processes that you get to help you in your transformation. We're going through a big transformation at the moment. And this is the perfect thing to have in your toolkit to be able to help you get through this upheaval. We've become so external and caught up in the material world, me included. All of us have become that way. So it's time to go within and do our own work. We're here to do our own individual journey. If we've got friends, we've got family, that's great. We need to pull on those situations, but we also need to do our own individual personal journey work. Anyway, it certainly does help you to transform a lot of fears and get you through a lot of things. But then we go into the mandalas. There's some poetry, and also there's some mandalas at the back that you can actually fill in, colour in. And the reason why you would be doing that is because they can help take you into altered states of consciousness. So into the very dreamy states that help you to keep calm and relax. Just a suggestion. All right. If you, the book's available on through Balboa Press or Amazon, all the usual places. There is an ebook version, but you won't be able to. You won't be able to get the mandalas. They won't be on there. You can only get the words. All right. So the ebook, it's only $7, but you won't be able to do the oracles. All right, because it's too difficult to download apparently. Anyway. What is it that we need to know as a collective this coming week? What is the forecast? We've got some big planetary stuff happening. What is it we need to know? So we take a big deep breath in from that stillness. Bliss. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. And astrologically, there is, as I just said, there's some big stuff happening. I've been fascinated listening to it all. So this drawing actually looks really calm, peaceful. It's, if we were hands extended out, it could be looking at that central aspect. It's that embracing the universe, letting go, expression, breathing, opening our heart energy. Okay, so big deep breath in. A circle of love, a circle of life. This mandala is now in our life. Allow it to open our pleasure and delight through seeing and feeling. In meditation, it will guide us. Woo! Did I just lose the spot? In meditation, it will guide us. And allow it to whisper its wisdom. Can we hear what the messages are? Write and hear what we feel, see, and study it deeply, and then release for our past to be. All right, bliss. Bliss surrounds you while your world is changing rapidly from one stage to the next. This time is sacred and must be travelled solo. Only you can set your feet directly upon this world, unravelling and releasing what once was and can no longer be. Almost staccato-like in movement, rapid and upbeat, you bring forward what is to be healed. You may initially seek answers from others only to find you walk away frustrated and confused from their efforts in giving you suggestions to fix me up solutions. The wounded child within you may have been seeking from a sense of unhealed codependence. It is time to calm the neediness, settle it down. Your inner child requires reassurance and some fun so she or he feels safe. This is a time, this time is fully for the fully functioning adult and your inner child intact, not rocking the boat. With this realization, you seek guidance from within through meditation, insights arrive randomly, unfolding the synchronicities of your life. For in a moment, you forget that you are connected to a higher source. You forgot you were connected to a higher source where answers arrive when they are meant, not necessarily when you want. Give yourself a big hug. So I read it out because it's relevant to read it out rather than me just weighing on. All right, that's I sort of did that to begin with. But I think it's important to hear those words that I've initially brought in to talk about this mandala that is relevant and I think really pertinent to what this next few days are for us as individuals. It is time for us now to go into within ourselves to be able to do some healing, to be able to help us on all levels of our being as we traverse these unknown territories. But we never did know. We've tried to make things secure and whatever, and we even insure it. But, you know, we're in unknown territory, so we now need to learn to navigate ourselves. We've still got friends and family around, or there's other people. But, you know, we've got inner work to do. Then we can feel more safe within ourselves. I would suggest that being choosy about which media you listen to, if anything at all. Okay, so it's good to keep a bit of a top up, but basically at the end of the day, is it feeding you? Is it life-giving or is it life-taking? So there you go. Anyway, bliss is the mandala, and I think that's it's about. You can see that on my website. The mandala, the meaning of them is not on the website. At this stage, there's a lot going on with all of that. So as well, you know, we've come to a bit of a halt in some areas, and other areas it's time to get doing the inner work. All right, so be gentle, be kind. Ciao, ciao. And if you need to ask me any questions, please inbox me. I'm happy to help. All right, bye.